Good evening, everybody, and we are ready for a big old race here in Richmond, Virginia. There is only one racetrack in America. My name is Chip Chapman, and this is the Diddler Cup Racing Series. We're starting off race number 9 of our 20 race point series. We are at There is only one racetrack in America in Richmond, Virginia, for the KISS presents the I Wanna Rock and Roll 400 and All Night and Pit Party Every Day, presented by KISS. Oh man, they're gonna charge me a lot of money for screwing that up. I'm joined, as always, by my second in command, short track specialist, gonna be very familiar with the Richmond area of racing. It's Lightning Lord Shivers.
Howdy, and I only have one question for you tonight. Is this, or is this not, the stock car racing capital of America?
Maybe is my answer.
You're damn right it is.
Well, all right then, and I believe we got I saw him kind of stumble into the studio. We got
down the stairs on the way in.
Yeah, fair enough. We got Beaumont Jenkins. He's still pushing his petition.
Sign it!
Your petition pusher?
Please sign the petition.
Sign the petition, make Bob Hall the world champion, and forget everything else. I mean, they can still race for second place there.
Petition pusher.
Oh, shit. I didn't know this damn thing was going on. Well, Brian's doing a secret NASCAR thing.
Oh, boy.
I had to change the channel over because it's Shark Week going on, and I had to still watch Michael Phelps fuck things up for America. You lost to a South African swimmer. The fuck is your problem?
I mean,
oh my God, Michael Phelps was fucking a South African swimmer? What the fuck?
I knew it all along. Ain't fucking that Ryan Lochte.
Smoke weed every day.
Well, we're in here to talk about how many Olympic swimmers are going to be fucking South African sharks. We're here to talk about some daggone stock car racing in the Diddler Cup race
that
series.
We are,
and I'm drunk.
You may see right now who we got on the pole. It is Richard Blood, currently on the pole.
Oh my Jesus.
Dick Blood is on pole, baby! But look who's next to him. Look who's in second.
That is Paul Alcohol, last week's winner. We got numbers 2 and 3 in the points sitting on the front row. In fact, I think it's about time we go through the field. We're going to get right to racing pretty soon. We're going to start racing in about 3 minutes or so. Let's get right through the field and tell you all about our starting grid. There you see it right there. That number 41, Richard Blood, the Plasma Train Ford Pinto, and Paul Alcohol in the Bathhouse Jim's Bathtub Jim Ford Pinto. Couple of Fords on row 1. Burt McKitchen in row 2, qualifying 3rd overall in that number 20 Slips Red Hot Pizza car, along with Kevin Boner Pillman. There's Jeff Shanice and Joe John Winchester on row 3. Jeff Shanice currently sitting in 5th place in the points. Joey Rochester and Stumpy Lane make up row 4. And row 5, El Matador Toto Rosanna. Good qualifying effort for him. And somehow, Jim Blossoms, currently sitting in 8th in the points, currently sitting in a specially made chair because he can't move none of his parts. Fat Darrell and Jesper Kodisark on row 6. Big Daddy Thibodeau cracking the top 10 in 10th place on points. In that number 62 Cincinnati car with Blind Bob McGee on row 7. Jean-Paul Henry, there's your points leader right now in 15th. He qualified with Rusty Arcana on the outside in that 12 LOA Dodge Stratus. There's Elmer Twist and BD Joseph on row 9. Woo Bob Ball is going to qualify 19th overall on row 10. He's sitting there alongside Ricky Walton in that number 32 Pontiac Bonneville, sponsored by Temecula Dirt. There's Bowie Jessup and Ennio Sparini, couple of race winners this season on row 11. Paul Walker in that box of wine Chevy Prism on row 12, along with Mr. Naga's most glorious driver, the only Toyota Yaris in the race. On row 13, there's Morris Mayfield in 00 Niles Darby's car, and Autobahn in the number 69 car.
Nice.
Cotton Stuff Body and Harry Gunt make up row number 14. Cotton Stuff Body in that number 17 Taxidermy Wow car. Jimmy Poots and Giacomo in the namesake of his own race on row 15th, and at the back of the field, it's Jeff Gordon the horse and Reverend Pastor Chavez. The back of the field. I think it's about time that we give thanks to the Lord.
Yes.
So I think
let us pray for the souls of everybody who missed last time out in Pensacola, Florida. Because if you missed that, what the hell are you thinking? Get your life right, son.
Get your schedule in order.
I think that's a pretty good prayer.
That's good.
May
That's
Jesus help your soul for missing perhaps the best dang evening of racing you doggone better see.
Yeah, damn right. If you want to watch the video on demand, you do it. Just remember, you are 1 degree removed away. You are 1 degree separated from the live experience of watching the greatest stock car race we have ever seen. Forget the 1979 Daytona 500.
You can't count all 165 auto crashes that happened last week via YouTube's.
Well, you can sure try.
I would like to summarize Wu Babala's arguments with every other driver that was there when he said, mouth, mouth, mouth. Mouth, 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 mouth.
And we did not realize that Wu Babala was some sort of cat, but nonetheless, there was a hefty argument in the hospital. Whoever's idea of a funny joke was to put all the drivers in the same room in 32 different beds, just lining up the place.
Oh, that was so much fun, man.
So great. Just made for great. That's, of course, if you subscribe to IRM Extra. I think it is now time right now, before we get things started, for those almost most famous words in motorsports. Not quite close enough so we don't get sued.
Yes, and to do this...
enough to have his own sitcom show. It's like Joey from Friends.
Absolutely. And to do this, we have a special guest. It is Paul Stanley's paid impersonator from down the road in Petersburg, Virginia. All right, people! Are you ready to go racing? I said, are you ready to go racing? Drivers, start your engine!
Oh, God, he can't say that.
All right, that's good. That's good. Let's just call that rehearsal. But what I want to know is, are all you racing drivers being high?
I forgot to mention he's a poor paid.
Did he just ask if all the drivers are high?
Because there is only one racetrack in America that's going to do it for you.
Should we cut his mic off?
No, we paid him. We might as well use it.
Should we cut his head off?
It ain't no Atlanta Motor Speedway. It ain't no
Pace car is off.
There is only one racetrack in America that'll do it. Richmond, Virginia.
Pace car is off. And let's go Diddler. It's a goddamn auto race. Woo! 120 laps here at Richmond. There is only one racetrack in America.
Yeah, we're already 3 wide. Oh my goodness!
We are going very wide on this.
It's got a little bit of everything. You got speed. You got close quarters racing. You just got everything for a good, honest, entertaining race.
And Richard Blood is going to lead the first lap for 5 big points. And we're talking points race here. We're talking a very close battle. They're going 3 wide, and John Winchester just went down.
Winchester!
He is driving aggressively.
John Winchester getting the lead. They're already 3 wide.
5 big points for John Winchester, looking to try to pass into the top half of the field. He's won 2 races. He's still not even in the top half of the points.
Oh my goodness, but John Winchester, he don't care. He just wants to win as many races as possible and stick it to his dad, because there are some very, very well publicized father-son issues in that Winchester plan.
And we got a caution flag out. We're gonna figure out what's going on here.
Who messed up? Who missed, and why didn't we see? I saw Cotton Stuff Body get spun. Well, oh boy.
I ain't entirely sure what's going on there, but we're down to yellow flag. Yellow flag racing.
I think I saw another car get
Jeff
caught up
Gordon,
in
the horse, is in pits. Maybe a problem there.
Yeah,
Blind Bob McGee may have been involved in that. I think that was in lap 4 or 5.
I want to see what happened to Jeff Gordon, the horse. It looked like he took a whale of a hit. Of course, Jeff Gordon, the horse.
He took a horse of a hit.
That's a fair point. Thank you, Beaumont.
He's back in the stable.
So he's in stable conditions, what you're saying?
I think he's a scratch. That's like when my son doesn't put away his damn PlayStation games.
He gets scratched?
No, they get scratched.
Oh, fair enough.
Do you think moving gallery's gonna make me pay the charge for that? Bullshit.
That's why I always. That's why
Hey, I don't judge what you're
doing.
doing. I don't judge what you're doing in the comfort of your own home.
I mean, shoot, I know Hollywood Video's a whole lot more expensive, but they got a larger selection.
Shit, they got the free kids movies and sometimes the adult section too.
Boy, I love
That they do. Now we got Joe John Winchester continuing to lead as we are under caution.
Can I just say, Corso's car looks pretty damn good for not being on fire.
Absolutely, that is Lee Corso driving the pace car, and he is. I mean, he can't see shit in there.
He is drunk. I think the reason it looks so nice outside is because the inside is entirely on fire.
Hey guys, remember when Lee Corso hopped into Joe John Winchester's car the other day, and he couldn't pull that son of a bitch in the pit lane?
Oh, that was the best.
That was a piece of cake.
That was great. I want to see that again.
I could not stop watching that. I think we just had to go.
Of all the great pranks that did not involve explosives or someone getting arrested, I think Lee Corso got the top bill for that.
You know, I think Cotton Stuff about his car may be all right. I mean, he's not in the pits. He's not
Yeah,
I
Pastor
think he just
Chavez.
just right at the store in there.
Yeah, unfortunately, another tough break for Reverend Pastor Chavez. It looks like the back end of his car is bent up.
We can go ahead and take a look at Reverend Pastor Chavez again, see what that car looks like. Yeah, oh, there you see a little bit of damage there.
That's going to cost him a few Citgo reward points over at his service station down there in Flagstaff.
If he gets like 30 more gallons, he gets a free basketball.
Absolutely. A hard-working man and a man of the Lord, that Reverend Pastor Chavez came all the way over from Venezuela to make a living here in America, and by God, he's doing it. We thank him for it.
And
he
right
did
now,
the right way, damn it.
what we're seeing is so early in the race, no one pitting on the yellow flag. Only Blind Bob McGee and Jeff Gordon, the horse. We're in the pits. I think Jeff Gordon, the horse, may be. I think he may be on the appropriately enough on the trailer. Yeah, Jeff Gordon, the horse, is nowhere.
Yeah, I believe they have put Jeff Gordon, the horse, down.
Oh, good God.
Oh no.
Oh God, no.
Oh.
I mean, they put his car down.
Okay. Well, hell there. Lord, you gotta be a little
You
more.
had me scared, you son of a bitch.
We paid him up front on that contract. We demanded another 12 or so races out of him.
I mean,
You can't be telling me that we just killed one of our drivers.
No, us killing our drivers? No, we don't do that.
Look,
They gotta do that to themselves.
We want our drivers to die on the racetrack, just like our contract stated. They're probably gonna.
Absolutely. Pace car coming in this lap.
Yeah, you see the lights are that's good.
So finally gets himself a reprieve, and we're gonna see what this restart's gonna be like. John Joe Winchester leading the field. Kevin Motor Pillman at 7, Richard Blood in 3rd.
And they are restarting in a single file, so we're going to see how wide they go and how soon as we watch Lee Corso. Again, that beautiful, pristine pace car, only because the inside of it is entirely on fire.
Smells like camel menthols and dead cockroaches.
Now, what kind of lily-livered piece of shit is smoking camels here at this racetrack? That's what I want to know. Let's get back to racing.
And look at that jump that Joe John Winchester got off the green flag. And, of course, our first restart of the night, sponsored by Reshart. It's the Reshart restart. Go ahead, poop yourself.
Go ahead, poop yourself. Reshart, Adult Diapers. Officials, Adult Diaper sponsor of the Diddler Cup Race Series. And by the way, before we get too caught up, we want to thank Paul Alcohol for winning our Parts Unknown, our Parts Poll Award.
That's Richard Blood, my friend.
Oh, Richard Blood, yes, I'm very drunk. I've gotten some of this bathtub house, bathtub gin. It's really yummy.
They make a No More Tears version, actually.
Oh, goodness. And you know, there is only one way to drink this Bathhouse Jim's bathtub gin at only one racetrack in America. That's cold.
Absolutely. Joe John Winchester continuing to lead this race. We're a tenth of the way through this race, 120 laps on this. What's it, about a mile long track, yeah?
Yeah, it's about 3/4 of a mile.
3/4 of a mile, excuse me.
Yeah, about 10, 12 degrees in the corners here. Nice traditional trial shape, open back sometime. And hell, I don't know. I just know it's a fun track. It's fun to watch these guys race here.
Well, Winchester, all I know is Winchester's dominating right now.
For the moment he is. We got El Matador Toto Rosanna getting a good run in that number 75 Dodge Stratus, sponsored by Air Supply.
And look out, here he comes. He is holding that line. El Matador Toto Rosanna is moving all the way up the field.
He's holding the line, but nothing's ever on time.
Moving up from 9th place. I believe El Matador Toto Rosanna started in 9th place up to 2nd. Still a half second behind Joe John Winchester. And you know these cars are going to have to pit at least once, maybe 2 pit stops in this entire race.
You ever remember those old M&M's cars way back in the day where they used to have the little M&M guys just freaking out because they were going so fast? Well, they're Air Supply dudes on the hood of El Matador Toto Rosanna's car. I mean, they just look stone-faced. They just don't care.
They do not care. Mr. Naga's most glorious driver, somebody asking. Mr. Naga's most glorious driver sitting in 28th place. Not a good day so far.
For that take 10,000 drivers, because that's probably what it needs to be. Well, if you believe the rumors, he might get put on the pilot for a performance like that. But that's
and
all
look at this, El Matador Toto Rosanna getting a draft off of Winchester and leaving Kevin Boner Pillman and Paul Alcohol behind him. Just leaving about a second between 2nd and 3rd. Well, and we're gonna stay right now with El Matador Toto Rosanna to see if he can overtake Winchester on this.
It's very important because the one thing you don't want to be behind is a boner.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just not Christian.
Not at all. Your boners need to be concealed and perhaps sliced off the way God intended.
That's like when you get, there's actually like one of them carbonated beverage things where you put it in your butthole. It's called soda meat.
You know who never got boners?
Which leads into Vapus fuel. Yeah.
You know who never got boners, by the way? Jesus.
Janet Guthrie?
Maybe Janet too, but Jesus never got boners.
Well, he did rise on the 3rd day though.
Jesus, hey, only wood Jesus got. He got nailed to it. He got wood and he got nailed.
By the way, the reason we had to cover for the parade early today is because we had a Peter Chris Paid impersonator, but he feels sick with a bad case of the mud butt, and he couldn't make it here today. So
we're seeing going low.
Oh, my goodness.
We may have a new race leader coming around. If not here, then maybe at the next lap. El Matador Toto Rosanna and Joe John Winchester going side by side.
Air Supply's getting the draft.
He sure is, and I think he's going to make the pass and lead a lap here at there is only one racetrack in America. The 3rd leader of this race is El Matador Toto Rosanna, that number 75 Air Supply Dodge Stratus.
And he's going to lead them all the way if he can have any say in the matter. Of course, we're going to have one pit stop here, so it's going to be crucial that they can time it just right.
Can happen.
Tongue out to dry, because you can fall down several laps, and then you're just screwed.
You could just be all out of fuel and be so lost without it.
Right now we're seeing the battle for 3rd place. That's Kevin Boner Pillman and that number 15 Dongarex Injectapen.
Yeah, been a tough season so far for Kevin Boner Pillman, but he's having a good run. He's always got the speed. He's a good young man who makes a whole lot of money off his family's company with Dongarex Injectapen. Oh, but he's under big pressure.
He's giving up 3rd place. I think Paul Alcohol just had the faster car. And last week's winner, Paul Alcohol, the winner of the Why Are We Doing This 400, is taking 3rd place.
More like Survivor. More like Survivor, I think is a better term.
Yeah, that's true. If you want the race summary, the race notes for how every driver did, they crashed a lot. They're hurt real bad.
Every single driver.
165 crashes. That should be nominated for an Academy Award.
I mean, we got 32 drivers. That's if you average that out, that's over 5 crashes per person.
Golly. Every single one of them was brilliant, by the way. Like, that was great television, man.
I want an ESPN 30 for 30 just on that race alone.
What if I told you that a shitload of crashes would happen and you were gonna watch them?
I mean, shit. If they can't make a documentary about the 1990s Atlanta bars, I mean, the least they can do is make a 30 for 30 about this one.
And what we're seeing right now, we're looking at our race, our points leader, Richard Blood, started on the pole. Sorry, not our points leader, second in the points, but our pole sitter. He's currently sitting in 6th place, right in front of number 20, Burt McKitchen, in that Slips Red Hot Pizza Pontiac Bonneville number 20 car.
I'm not like other most sports media types. I mean, most of them just want to be choked out by Bruce Springsteen in the Kentucky Derby, but I just want to be buried in the infield in my Kiss coffin and filled with Kiss brand embalming fluid, with my ashes scattered out into the Kiss sea.
You know,
Kiss pinball.
My earlier days, I enlisted in the Kiss Army, and I killed about 7 or 8 folk until they told me it wasn't a real army like military army. So I said, well, hell, why don't you just call yourselves the Kiss Militia?
I was involved in the Kiss Coast Guard.
Well, then who the hell did I kill? I killed like 8 people. I killed some folks.
That's what you do in the Kiss Coast Guard.
Beaumont, Lord, I killed some folks.
I mean, shit, so did I.
I did it in the name. I did it in the name of Ace Frehley.
Oh man, you could have at least bumped it up to Peter Chris.
I forgot to mention that the good reason why we didn't hire our Gene Simmons impersonator is because we fucked up and hired a Richard Simmons impersonator. It didn't go too well.
Oddly enough, the Richard Simmons impersonator was actually Gene Simmons, like the real Gene Simmons. He's been doing that as a side hustle.
Speaking of tongues, I want to tell you about this one chick I dated back in high school named Beth. I mean, she could toss a salad like nobody's business, man. I can just tell you.
And we are seeing that number 75 car coming around, a 1-second lead on Joe John Winchester.
Lightning, I think I know a thing or two about her. She'll drive you wild.
Now they were seeing lap traffic coming around the bend. Yep, that is Jean-Paul Henry, our points leader. Currently sitting, if I look, in 30th place. Last place car still on the racetrack, as you can see. We got Blind Bob McGee. Oh, Blind Bob McGee is actually just getting back on the racetrack. He's 27 laps down, just trying to overtake some points, maybe save some points on this if there's a big wreck. At least they got the car back out there. But Blind Bob McGee probably driving backwards for half of this race. That's why he's down so far.
Not like you can see what he's doing anyway. Also, sorry, I hit my head on stage. Man, this gin's really, this gin's really fucked me up, man.
About a quarter of the way through this race.
Make you count faster.
About a quarter of the way through this race. We're going to take a look at Kevin Boner-Pillman and that race for 4th place. Actually, looks like a race for 3rd because we got Paul Alcohol right in front of him, Stumpy Lane right behind him, and the Dongerex Injectapen car in the middle saying, "What do you want from me?" And I gotta tell you, this is a great start to this race for that Pen 15 team.
Absolutely.
A lot of fans.
What they want apart from a strong finish today is 3 inches or your money back.
And there are a lot of fans in the crowd who are they are lovers of Pen 15. They love the Injectapen. Their signs, their hats.
Over that Pen 15.
And we're seeing it's a battle now for 4th as Stumpy Lane trying to put a run on that 15 car.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I just realized I could have used my Kiss Army card to get a military discount over at the Bass Pro Shops. Why the fuck didn't anybody tell me about this? Shit.
And someone brought up the fact that Otto Bahn is not having the nicest of days. Yeah, we're seeing Otto Bahn having a little bit of trouble. I don't know if anything happened.
Well, that's not very nice.
Just made a pass through from the pits. We're going to have to see what was going on. Might have been some problems with the car. Down 2 laps. we obviously do not have a caution. We've been green flag racing since about lap number 11.
Autobahn has shown glimpses of speed, but sadly just hasn't been able to string it together in that car number 69.
Yeah, he's sitting in 6th in the points, so he's going to be falling pretty hard with a bottom position. And of course, in the 69, bottom position isn't always ideal.
I mean, shoot, maybe in your vanilla sex life, maybe. Pour me another 3 fingers of bathtub gin, damn it.
I mean, I guess that's like...
Wait, what, you mean you want the fingers on the side like it's like cocktail shrimp?
Yeah.
Who's putting cocktail shrimp in your cocktail?
I mean, I'm saying just find some dude who is just strung out on 5 different grains of meth, cut off 3 fingers, and then just dunk it right into the lowball glass.
Ain't nobody gonna know. He gonna come to and realize that maybe he can only count to 7.
I mean, he could do the permanent rock and roll finger gesture
if you pick the right fingers. You're getting a thumb and 2 middles. Okay. Take a look at the 103 car right now, sitting in 16th place, driven by Woo Ba Bali. Currently in 4th place in the points.
He hasn't been moving and shaking too much. I don't know what's going on. Maybe
heart of a champion, libido of a horny hog.
Damn right.
And brain injuries of a Diddler Cup driver.
I mean, shoot, that's pretty much everybody in the field, man.
There you go.
We got a battle for 6 there with Jim Blossoms and Burt McKitchen up there for 6. Just want to let you know about that.
Yeah, we're gonna look at that right now. Jim Blossoms has been quietly moving up the field.
Courageous Jim Blossoms driving in a full body cast, using nothing but like, you know when you use like that little breathable thing if you're a quadriplegic, and you can just like blow into this little like,
tube. Yeah, he is steering with that.
It's like they modified it. It's like they took the body of a Diddler Cup car and they actually built it around the wheelchair of Jim Blossoms.
He is blowing through that tube to accelerate. When he sucks into the tube, that's the brake, and he's got each of his molars are attached to the steering wheel. So this brave, courageous, dumb as hell man is driving with nothing more than his mouth.
This specially modified car was made for driving it, baby.
And that key is driving the heck out of that number 11 KFC I Ate the Bones Ford Pinto. He is currently sitting in 8th place in the points. A 6th place finish would be a heck of a finish for him.
When Chicken Bones makes discount red hot pizza, oh boy, there's gonna be a whole lot of pooping and some porta potties.
Well, right now Chicken Bones is winning as Blossoms is in 6th place. We're seeing a bit of that's actually lap traffic. That's Rusty Arcana struggling to get past the 69 car.
I've had some questions about whether or not they were able to fit Jim Blossom's iron lung in there. Unfortunately, it did not pass technical inspection as it was considered a stress-bearing member of the vehicle.
Like I say, there are a lot of stress-bearing members of the vehicles, and that's just the drivers themselves, if you ask some of their racing teams. But nonetheless...
he is the $600 man. I mean, they made it out of like a pool noodle and like some scotch tape and maybe a little bit of some extra Christmas decorations in there. Somehow he's still breathing. I don't know how, but he's still breathing.
You know, I understand when they brought him to the emergency room, they said, we can rebuild him, and someone from his racing team said, but why?
Why?
Why would you? Why would you? I mean, you don't have to. We could just get ourselves a new driver with an equally amusing 90s music reference of a name.
Y'all, we are just crashing in that 4th wall like it's Michael Waltrip going in the crossover gate at Bristol, baby. Woo, buddy. I'm way too drunk for this.
I mean, there's a lot. I gotta say that KFC I Ate the Bones car and that whole racing team, they got a lot of drivers they're prepping by breaking the bones of and sending into crashes just to get them ready. I mean, they got David Blue something.
Making a pass.
They got David Blue something, who's a great young driver coming by, and potentially could be driving another car on that racing team someday. If not the number 11 car, if Jim Blossoms himself is not capable of doing it no more.
I mean, we better be Jim Blossoms and put him in some seasoning, and they're gonna like weld him into the car.
I mean, shit. I mean, he still wouldn't get paid anything because that's a breach of contract.
That's true. Here we're looking at Paul Alcohol leading a pack of cars, and one of them is a lap down. That is the battle for third. Paul Alcohol continuing. He is continuing.
He is absolutely continuing to run down this racetrack and hold up the honor of the Bathhouse Jim's Bathtub Gin, of course. There's
third
that
in the
Paul
points,
Stanley
third in the race.
Yeah, we cut the mic of the Paul Stanley impersonator a while ago. I mean, he's still going. I mean, he still thinks this is a real live Kiss concert.
You know, good for him on that one. It might as well be. You know, there's a little bit more wrecks than maybe the explosions might resemble one a little bit more.
Hey, here's the big thing. Where's Giacomo?
Oh, he's down there in 24th. He's a lap down.
Okay,
not looking good.
All right, continue.
I think we're starting to see.
Oh boy, Autobahn just plowing up the rear of Paul Alcohol in that 69 car.
Nice.
Of course, it's just going to be to get himself closer to getting back on the lead lap, but you got to admire the tenacity of Autobahn. Because no matter whether he's on top or whether he's just lying on bottom, you can never doubt the tenacity of that 69 team.
El Matador Toto Rosanna, currently still your leader. And we're starting to watch, we're keeping an eye on the leader and anyone else because we might be seeing some cars taken to the pits.
Oh, buddy.
Nobody, yeah, and the race can be won and lost on pit road. We're seeing nobody going in just yet, but we're starting to get into that window. 56 laps, almost a halfway point of this here race.
This race can be won, lost, and tragically shortened due to a horrific ethanol fire, all in pit road.
And that's just because they think they can just help the bonfire out that we're going to have after the race.
Oh, hell yeah, this is going to be the best thing. Hey, what do you think? What do you think our Kiss cover band's going to play as the encore? That's what I want to know.
Just probably Beth again 3 times in a row.
God. Beth
Never get sick of that one. Never get sick of that. Here's Jeff Shanice now being put a lap down. And another lap down to Jean-Paul Henry. Bad day at the office for the points leader. We might be seeing Richard Blood with a good enough performance retake the points lead in this race. Paul Alcohol can also make a charge for that. He's sitting in third. But here we're seeing El Matador Toto Rosanna. Look how well he is navigating all these lap down cars.
He is doing a Saturday night special right now with the Wolfman right here on a Monday night.
He's just blowing by. He just put 3 more cars a lap down in Jeff Shanice, Reverend Pastor Chavez, and Jasper Kudasark. He's gonna make it 4 if he can get past Paul Walker, who's gonna be happy to let him go down.
He ain't worrying about using his goddamn turn signal for nothing. He's going to come through and get into your lane whether you like it or not, and it's your responsibility to slow down, not his responsibility to signal when you were coming over.
Yeah, Richmond.
Dang straight on that one. El Matador Toto Rosanna, 4-second lead over the number 47 car, Joe John Winchester. And that lead may be because even though we're seeing El Matador Toto Rosanna with all that lap traffic, he can still get a draft off of those slower cars as he's passing them and extend that time difference on that 47 car, who is now just approaching some of these lap down cars. Giacomo, he's a lap down. That was him in the rear view there of Joe John Winchester. Take a look at that battle for third again. We're seeing they are sticking with each other. Paul Alcohol and Kevin Boner Perlman. They seem to have left Stumpy Lane in the dust by about 0.7 of a second.
I mean, there's no refractory period when it comes to Kevin Boner Pillman. He's just going to give you a stiff challenge every time you race wheel to wheel. He's going to bang you and bump you up the rear, and you just can't do nothing about it.
And he ain't going anywhere for at least 4 hours, and if that's the case, you got to call yourself a doctor, and not to worry about any sort of medical issue, but just you got to brag to somebody about this. Be like, hey, doc, get on this thing. It still is hard.
It looks like a goddamn eggplant. I mean, you got Paul alcohol, you got Boner Pillman. When alcohol and Boner Pillman get involved, you leave your stumpy laying in the dust.
Hey, Beaumont, quick question. When you out chasing pussy out on Tinder, how many eggplant emojis you send to these bitches?
You know, I don't really figure that. I just send I send the peach emoji, I send the granny emojis most sometimes. And then sometimes I like to line it up there with like them diamond ring emojis, and maybe some cars in there too. Throw those in there too. Yeah.
I actually like to send him the Grammy emoji.
I'm speaking nothing but pictures. I'm like a goddamn sex gorilla.
I tend to send the Grammy emoji because I can only perform during big award shows on the television in the room. So it's kind of like, hey, you know, Tonys are on. You know, I don't really do that musical thing, but hey, it helps me go.
I mean, shoot. I mean, man. Sometimes those songs, they can just keep you up all night and party every day.
No doubt about that. And look who was getting a draft off of El Matador Toro Rosanna. It is Woo Bob Isla about to be put a lap down in 17th place. And there is the pass for El Matador Toto Rosanna, still yet to pit.
I want to check Toto Rosanna's urine after this is over. And bottle it. Drink it.
Not for any sort of scientific reason, just would like the taste.
I'm thirsty.
And I feel like that should be, I seen in Europe. I seen in Europe they got those big old bottles of champagne. And they start spraying each other, and then some dude drinks it out of a shoe. I think to celebrate, every driver needs to drink the piss of the race winner.
Absolutely.
That needs to be a Diddler.
You don't even have to put them in a bottle. You just drop down to your knees, let the race winner just
right from the source.
Yep. Let's do it right there.
I think the French have something here. Let me see if that. Let me see what I can do here.
Cut out the middleman.
Let me pull up the Googler. I think the tradition is in the French do it first when they do their Le Mans thing. It's called a Le Goût de la Victoire. Literally translated, the taste of victory.
Nice.
Oh, man.
That's good. I like to hear about that. Nonetheless, we are seeing Ricky Walton in the Temecula Dirt, number 32. Pontiac Bonneville. Getting away. Rusty Arcane is pulling away from a little bit. He's sticking around there. This is a good run right now for Ricky Walton, sitting in 9th place. That's a top 10 finish for Ricky Walton. I gotta go check I can't check my records right now.
Got a new Tinsinade flavor. Winner's piss.
Winner's piss.
Yeah, that
Market it.
Absolutely. That won the recent fan vote contest.
I like it. It just narrowly beat out Plasma.
And also Mountain Dew.
There's also a French vintage tradition called Le Coup de la Flame. It's called the Acid Defeat.
Oh, man.
It's where you have to kiss the winner's butthole.
Oh, I understand. I think we know what that's all about.
Oh, man, that just brings back memories of sophomore year in high school, buddy.
Now, Tuesday, of course, had their most recent, new flavor competition, and of course, Plasma and Winner's Piss and Mountain Dew were some of the finalists. And we said it was spelled differently.
To dodge any potential copyright laws, they spelled Dew D-O-O.
And then they actually tried to do that again last year in the same contest with the same thing. But the problem was we're seeing cars pitting here. This is where the race could be won and lost.
Almost 75 laps down. Feels like it's
not just a one-person race. You got to rely on your goddamn pit crew.
And we're seeing who maybe leading us off pit road. We saw, I think that was Kevin Boner-Pillman pitting a little earlier than El Matador Toto Rosanna. We're going to keep an eye on this, see if anybody loses any positions, gains a
that's
position.
a bit of a surprise to see Boner-Pillman coming early.
No doubt, but maybe that's strategy. Maybe it gives him some recharge.
I mean, if that's what you're into, shit.
He may just be into that. We're seeing a lot of cars coming up pit road.
Joe Winchester's off the pits first.
Oh, boy.
Kevin Boner-Pillman also off the pit.
Stumpy Lane got ahead of Paul Alcohol.
We're going to keep an eye on what's going on here. 75 laps. This might be the only pit stop we need.
Opportunity.
And who stayed out? Who stayed out? Who's going to wait another
I don't think
lap
anybody
to try
stayed
to come
out. I
back
think
in?
all the leaders.
We're going to have to wait for this to recycle here. And folks, I want to tell you all about... Excuse me, I'm very drunk right now. I want to tell you about Beepers, the official motor oil and official fuel of the Diddler Cup Racing Series. You can fill your car up with anything else. And why would you when you could put a little Beepers in your car today?
Beepers.
And they were saying that the Kevin Boner-Pillman improved by 2 spots. He's back up to 4th. You know, I think the track just kind of stayed the same pretty much. El Matador Toto Rosanna coming off pit road, staying in first. 9 seconds ahead of Joe John Winchester.
Commanding performance. Absolutely commanding performance. It's like a war machine out there.
That is incredibly appropriate for the KISS Presents the I Wanna Rock and Roll 400 all night and pit party every day, presented by KISS.
And man, KISS got so much of the naming rights they got it on there twice. Man, we couldn't promote this event in Germany in its current state.
Oh, we're seeing Stumpy Lane just took 4th place from Kevin Boner-Pillman. I wonder if there's problems with Kevin Boner-Pillman's car. He's not challenging Stumpy Lane. Maybe Stumpy Lane had a very good pit. It's very possible there.
I don't know, guys. All I know is it's about to be hot in the shade here.
Boy.
Your leader right now, the Air Supply Dodge Stratus, driven by El Matador Toto Rosanna. Couple of Fords in 2nd and 3rd. Stumpy Lane in 4th, along with Kevin Boner-Pillman. That's a pair of Chevy Prisms in 4th and 5th. Jim Blossoms sits in 6th in that Ford Pinto, sponsored by KFC. I ate the bones.
Absolutely. And Jim Blossoms has quietly put together a really, really solid race.
Which is funny because he, as a human, has been quietly put together as well.
Yeah, Lord, buddy, no kidding.
It's like a backyard thing of Legos you find. Some of them are Duplos.
They sure are, and we are looking at that Dodge Stratus of El Matador Toto Rosanna.
I like the way he's driving. He's driving with confidence. He feels invincible.
And he is holding that line, hanging on to...
This son of a bitch will run the right down. Put his ass right down.
Oh, he is. That is Big Daddy Thibodeau, who was having a bad day. Very much a lap down. In fact, yeah, 1 lap down, possibly 2, going in a few. And he just put Richard Blood down a lap.
Well, at least he can console himself with that $20 Parts Unknown Auto Parts gift card that he got from winning the poll earlier today.
Hey, here's my question. Bob McGee is 28 laps down.
That's from early on. Let's take a look. Bob McGee back in the pits. Bob McGee may be out of this race. I mean, you know, he is down 7 and 9 laps.
Shit, realistically he is, but I mean, they're still going to try and get this car out to the end.
In theory, he could try to... I think Blind Bob McGee's been driving it backwards. Maybe that's part of the problem. But we would have seen that.
I think the problem is that he tried to go to the restroom, but they didn't have it in the Braille signs, but then he thought, like, he got it confused with a bunch of Braille and Brazilians, and then all of a sudden, now somewhere, he's doing a samba somewhere. He thinks he's actually still driving when he's dancing.
Jeff Gordon, the horse, did in fact have an accident that Blind Bob McGee, I think, was involved in, as was Cotton Stuff Body. Somebody got spinned at some point, but no damage because you see he's still racing in 15th place. That was early on, about lap 4 or 5. We're going to get you to that at the end of this race. We're looking right now at a race for 9th place, and B.D. Joseph in that legal bet for realmoney.gov number 21 Pontiac Bonneville has moved up to 9th place.
Over the FBI.
A fun betting innovation.
Absolutely. You can have fun betting innovations whether you're playing craps or shooting some darts or what have you.
I mean, you bust through the door and you get a scatter bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That you do. And he's taking on everybody. He's looking to make the pass on Ricky Walton, on Rusty Arcane. Excuse me, made the pass on Ricky Walton, who just dropped to 11th place to number 20. Burt McKitchen. B.D. Joseph is sticking with Rusty Arcane, looking to take 8th place.
Oh, did you say there was a bathtub full of this stuff? Shit!
Start drinking!
I mean, the name isn't just a clever marketing tool. They actually make that in bathtubs.
You swim in it and drink in it and strip paint in it.
And you can bathe yourself in it, too. B.D. Joseph looking for 8th place. Looking to take the low line into that corner. And he is side by side, and to the line, B.D. Joseph takes 8th place, but he's still got about 2.5 seconds off of Ennio Sparini in that number 28 wall-to-wall salve.
And pretty soon he's going to reach his destination at the KFC, I at the Bones car, at the back of Jim Blossom's and contend for a top 5.
He's got to hit that Foot Locker first, though, in that Fila store.
Absolutely.
Got Paul Alcohol and got Jim Blossoms up there too, 4th and 5th.
We're seeing that, yeah. We're gonna go back. Let's go back to that 4th place because as Paul Alcohol has dropped down to 4th place, and Jim Blossoms is putting a good run on him. This may be a battle for 4th. We're seeing.
Hey, look at the
91 laps in, 91st lap out of 120.
Man, this race goes by so fast. It goes by even faster than drunk shit.
Here comes Jim Blossoms going for 4th place. Looking low, he's made the pass. Paul Alcohol does not contest it. And Jim Blossoms up to 4th place.
This man has got a heavy respiratory system that has been vacuumed out several times in the last week.
That he is. And he is looking for 2nd place, because look at right in front of him. That is Stumpy Lane taking 2nd place on Joe John Winchester.
Oh boy! Told you once again.
We're gonna stay with this. We're gonna stay with this battle for 2nd, because right now we got 2, 3, and 4 all next to each other.
Stumpy Lane just made the pass on Winchester for 2nd place. This battle for 2nd.
And here comes, and Blossoms is looking to take advantage of it and make the pass for 3rd. There is a big gap. Stumpy Lane is just extending his lead, though. Stumpy Lane has extended his lead on 3rd place. So Blossoms and Alcohol right behind Joe John Winchester, Kevin Boner-Pillman not too far behind as well.
Could they just wheel in this whole bathtub in here, please? I feel like I kind of need it. We're going to get turned up there tonight.
I mean, like Taft had a giant bathtub installed in the White House. You could have a giant bathtub installed right there, right here at our common.
We'd have to carry it everywhere, but I mean, we got enough trailers. We could probably put it on it.
Anything.
Jim Blossoms looking for 3rd, gonna make the pass in the turn, taking it to the line. Lap 96. Jim Blossoms sits in 3rd, but he's got to reel in Stumpy Lane. Stumpy Lane is at least a half second ahead. And he's going to make the pass on Jasper Kudasark. Jasper Kudasark is down a lap, going to be down a 2nd lap.
I think it's really a foregone conclusion regarding El Matador Toto Rosanna. No one's going to be able to catch him. This is a fight for 2nd place right now.
Yeah, this has been a very good race. That 75 car has absolutely loved the clean air. It's been getting the draft off of its lap-down cars. It's doing it right now, taking the draft off of BD Baghdad and Thibodeau in the number 62 Sinead car. And Burt McKitchen, who might be put a lap down. Burt McKitchen, however, in 12th place.
I guess you could say that El Matador Toto Rosanna has been enjoying a clean air supply throughout most of this race.
He most certainly has.
Brand
And
new
my
filter.
goodness, it's overdue for that air supply car to get all of the accolades that it deserves. It's El Matador Toto Rosanna, a great driver, really deserves this. I don't want to crown this too early, but we got 21 laps to go, and El Matador Toto Rosanna currently sitting 11 seconds in the lead.
I mean, he's just putting a good old wholesale country boy ass whooping on the field, and that's what I'd love to see.
Jim Blossom's pretty solid in third place.
I will never forgive Big Daddy Thibodeau for fucking my wife.
With what? Can't see it.
Anyway,
You gotta lift up the hood like most of these cars here.
And Jim Blossom's making the pass on Elmer Twist. That is a lap down car. That number 99 Slap Mart Pontiac Bonneville. Excuse me, I gotta check my notes on that one.
4 bottles at MD 4040 for $2.50 at Slap Mart where America shops.
Slapping down low prices left and right.
Get your back to school supplies. They're selling glue there on the buffet table.
Bring your own goddamn pallet jack to Slap Mart and save big on a summer sale.
Deals as good as the back of their hand.
Yeti
And-
cups were $39.99, now $39.99.
What we're seeing right now is Jim Blossom's reeling in Stumpy Lane. This is the battle, I think, for these next 18 laps. Stumpy Lane making the pass on the number 69 car, who is a couple laps down. Otto Bond having a terrible, terrible day on this track.
I mean, Jim Blossom's right behind the Gumboos car. He is about ready to chew him up, spit him out, and probably make a bad decision involving a CD he never wanted to buy.
And most likely eat the bones.
He's going to blow a .1, and that's just the diameter of the gum.
This is most certainly the race, the battle to be watching. Stumpy Lane and Jim Blossoms. The battle for second place. That is Reverend Pastor Chavez getting past in that number 33 Christ Punch Dodge Stratus. He is currently sitting in 21st place, down a lap, but he is in between Stumpy Lane in second and Jim Blossoms in third, which is going to cause a little bit of a problem. Blossoms now has to navigate that pass.
Well, and while we're just ticking down the laps, I want to give a shout out to Harry Gunt, who's running at the tail end of his lead back, but he's running down in 10th. And I know while Harry Gunt hasn't been all up in everybody's face today, it's nice that we just acknowledge that Harry Gunt is doing a good race in the number 87 Butterfield
Absolute, that Butterfield die plan car. You know, and that's the thing, that 87 team lost their sponsor early on, right before the season started. They picked up the Butterfield diet plan very late in the preseason. Harry Gunt sat in, decided, okay, I can drive this thing. Took the 87 car team and slapped a whole bunch of foodstuffs on it. And Harry Gunt is doing his dangest, and they are currently sitting in 10th place.
Remember, it's Slap Mart. Chewing the back is in the produce department, because it's leaves, ain't it?
So get yourself a good salad.
Absolutely. You forget your arugula or whatever the hell it is. Forget your mixed greens. All you need is some Copenhagen. And Skull, there's your mixed greens. You get you some Timberwolf mixed with some Copenhagen.
And what we're seeing right now with 11 laps to go,
slather down a ranch dressing, crouton,
is the battle for 6th place. This is the battle for 6th place. I agree. Oh, Kale, no. Kevin Boner-Pillman looking at Joe John Winchester. He is right on his bumper, looking to make that pass, but there's 2 lap cars down on either side. And Joe John Winchester looking to make the pass on the Slapmart car. Kevin Boner-Pillman, is he going to stick? Who's he going to stay with? He's going to stay with Elmer Twist right now. And Jimmy Poots, hey, he's a lap down as well. But Boner Pillman opting to go, he's going to go with Poots.
Stumpy Lane.
And after that, Winchester got a little bit of a jump on Boner Pillman with 9 laps to go.
And it's not very often that you see Kevin Boner Pillman come up short, so he's going along to try and rise up to the occasion.
Little thing here, Ennio Sparini has taken 3rd place off of Jim Blossoms.
Where did Ennio Sparini come from?
We did not see Ennio Sparini make his way up through the field, but he just picked a good time to get a 3rd place run. And he's got a, looks like the car is very good. He's blowing by that box of wine number 2 car driven by Paul Walker pretty easily.
Oh, you know he's still gonna hate it. He's still gonna hate it.
To go though. He better make it quick.
But Jim Blossom sticking with him, making that pass on that box of wine car is gonna help increase the speed. He's not side by side with that number 2 no more. 6 laps to go.
Here we go.
It should be 7 right now when we cross. There you go. Now we're 6 laps down. 6 laps to go. El Matador Toto Rosanna. We ain't crowning him yet, but he's basically the winner of this race. 10-second lead on Stumpy Lane.
He can't get distracted by them Hardy's logos on the side. Man, I could go for Pittsburgh right now.
No doubt about that. Let's go back to our battle for 6th. Kevin Boner Pillman. We're still looking for Joe John Winchester. And man, what a good story this Joe John Winchester team has been, winning, nowhere even close to the front of the field for the first handful of races. Goes and wins 2 in a row and has been competitive ever since. He's going to get passed right now maybe by Kevin Boner Pillman, who's right on his bumper.
One thing he won't have is the love of a supporting father. But you know what? I don't think he gives a shit.
That is very possible. And that Just Guns, number 47, Ford Pinto, is getting challenged by the Dongarex Injectapen Chevy Prism. Looking low. Here's the battle. Can Kevin Boner Pillman move up into 7th place? Fat Darrell has moved into 6th. We didn't even see Fat Darrell make his way up there.
That's a
good finish by
Fat Darrell.
That's a good run by Fat Darrell in that Are You Hungry Grease Trucks car. Representing the proudest part of Rutgers University, Fat Darrell driving the Are You Hungry Grease Trucks car. That, of course, is a Pontiac Bonneville, and he is sitting in 6th place. This is a great finish for Fat Darrell.
Of course, he can't get caught up here. If he spins a Rex out now, he's going to be the victim of a bad luck folly.
We don't want to see that whatsoever.
We don't want to see Darrell become the victim here of a bad luck folly.
White flag for the number 75 car. El Matador Toto Rosanna is going to bring this car
that line and lead him all the way to victory. Bring on home, Toto.
He's hauling up.
And there it is. El Matador Toto Rosanna has won. The KISS presents the I Wanna Rock and Roll 400 All Night and Pit Party Every Day presented by KISS. And you can hear, let's go to Race Radio and hear Toto Rosanna for celebrating with his team.
Yes! Way to go! Way to go, Toto! All right, guys. Thank you so much. Love you guys! Thank you!
Stumpy Lane in 2nd place. Ennio Sparini in 3rd. Jim Blossoms a 4th place finish. Paul Alcohol in 5th. Fat Darrell, Kevin Boner Pillman, Joe John Winchester, B.D. Joseph, and Harry Gunt. Those are your top 10. El Matador Toto Rosanna.
What a drive. What a drive from El Toto Rosanna. El Matador Toto Rosanna. I'm just ready to dive right head first into this battle.
I want to check in on Blind Bob McGee.
Is he still? Yeah, he's still there in the pits.
He's still there.
Let's check in on Blind Bob McGee.
Sure.
Yeah, I think he's still
Yep, he's still there. Bob?
He did take a nap.
He might have taken a lap. He is 117 laps down. Someone really needs to tell him that this race is over.
Yeah, I'm gonna head down to Victor Lane because that's where I heard the bathtub is at. And I also want to talk to what's the face here? Sick.
All right, I think we got Lightning Lloyd's going to head down to the pits. We're going to get our get word from our race winner.
All right, boys. I'm down here. I'm really just interested in just drinking my weight in bathtub gin here, straight out the bathtub. But I'm here with El Matador, Toto, Rosanna. Excuse me. I'm very drunk already. Toto, can I call you Toto or El Matador?
I think either one's fine. I just want to thank everybody at the Air Supply team. We built a really good race car. I was very happy to run up at the front of the field all day, and I just really want to thank all the guys down there in the shop. They were just wonderful, just really great. I really appreciate all the hard work they put in to build a heck of a race car. Damn, gosh, I'm so excited to win here in Richmond, Virginia. This real special.
Oh, thanks so much, El Toto, buddy. Hey, you wanna hop in the bathtub? You won't get some of the bathtub gin?
Yeah, sure thing. Let's turn it up.
Hey, Toto, this is Chip Chapman here in the booth. This has been a heck of a finish. You haven't even scratched. You finished fourth place. By only the grace of God, last race at the figure 8, we haven't even seen your team running in the top 5 in the top 10 all season long. Is something new going on with the equipment? Is this are we going to be seeing a new number 75 team? Is Air Supply happy?
I think they're very happy. Our new race car. Call it Pamela. It's been running really fast today. I'm really happy. I'm winning a stupid truck right now.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say your car's name's Pamela?
Yes, indeed. It's the 7th one we built in the shop.
All right. Well, Pamela is taking you to victory lane, and that's more than you can say about any other cars you've had. It's a great performance. Congratulations. Enjoy the celebration.
Thanks for the gin.
Oh, good God! You gave him gin, Lloyd.
I mean, there's a whole bathtub in it.
That's probably okay.
I don't want to get the whole thing. Beaumont, you better come get you some. You want me to do the shoey thing?
Put it in my shoes. I'll walk in it.
Oh my! No, you're supposed to drink it out of the dang shoe.
Oh, hey, who put a screw in the damn gin?
Well, I think you found. It's kind of like the worm in a bottle of tequila. I think that means you become the king. It's like the king cake, baby. Swallow it. It's got iron.
Fireball. Fireball.
It is kind of ironic that Glenn Roberts did die in a fiery crash, given that his name was Fireball.
No doubt about that. Well, I think we've got we're gonna go ahead and bring up the.
It's like a goddamn neti pot, but stronger. Holy shit!
We're gonna go ahead. We've got the official race standings. By the way, we only had 3 drivers lead a lap. That is number 41 Richard Blood, number 47 Joe John Winchester, and of course your race winner El Matador Toto Rosanna in the number 75 car. We've got our points standings ready to go for you. You guys ready for it? We're gonna start at number 10.
Hell yeah! Moving
nowhere at all. He stayed in 10th place. Is Otto Bond? Oh, excuse me, not Oh hell, I think I just Let me go ahead. There we go.
Get your formulas right.
Got to get my notes right. Otto Bond dropping 4 spots from 6th to 10th. That number 69 Chevy Prism.
Nice. No, he should have dropped the 6th to 9th.
He should have, but he didn't.
Been nicer.
Cracking the top 10 in number 9, your race winner, El Matador Toto Rosanna, in that number 75 Dodge Stratus. In 8th place, the tiebreakers, what does it? Joe John Winchester moving into the top 10 for the first time, number 8 in there, in that number 47 Ford Pinto. In 7th place, Mr. Naga's most glorious driver, unchanged, stays in 7th place after finishing 13th overall in this one. Jeff Shanice drops a spot to number 6 in that number 38 Jeff's Chinese car. Jim Blossoms is up from 8th to 5th in that number 11 KFC I Ate the Bones car. He's 56 points off the leader. Woo Babala stays in 4th place.
Sign the petition! Sign the goddamn petition!
With a terrible
petition, make Beaumont feel better about his punctured foot.
A terrible performance brings our former points leader Jean-Paul Henry in that number 40 Load Your Beer Bomb Chevy Prism down to 3rd place. Richard Blood stays in 2nd in that number 41 Plasma Train Ford, and your points leader right now is Paul Alcohol. After a huge 5th place finish, Paul Alcohol leads your points. So again, Paul Alcohol in 1st. 11 points off the lead is Richard Blood in the number 41 car. Jean-Paul Henry is 38 points off the lead in the number 40. Wuba Bale, 46 points off the lead. Jim Blossoms, 56 off the lead. Jeff Shanice, 66 points off the lead. Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver, 85 points off the lead. Joe John Winchester and El Matador Toto Rosanna each are 106 points off the lead. And Otto Bahn in 10th place, 122 off the lead. We're going to go ahead and update the scroll down there. I think our scroll should probably have how many points off the lead they are, but nonetheless, that is what we got going on there. We're going to go ahead and bring up.
Bring it on up.
It is time for highlights, by which we mean crashes, to find out what in the dang heck.
What the hell happened on lap 4?
That is what I want to know.
Let's do it. Let's do this thing, man. Let's play this back. I'll see what I missed. I was pouring myself my 4th last. Excuse me.
All right. Well, here we go. We are going to see. This is lap 3. We're going to see what happens to Blind Bob McGee.
What happened?
We can't guarantee it was a crash. We ain't so sure it was a crash, to be fair. It could have just been problems with the car that forced him onto pit road.
Hey, I would lock those doors to Blind Bob McGee's car. You don't want the Corso coming out there and finishing.
Yeah, it looks like he just had issues with the car. I don't know what was going on there.
All of a sudden.
Well, there's a bit of a wreck right there.
Something blew out, maybe.
Yeah, I just don't think they had the guts to tell him.
I mean, he smoked it, he didn't cure it. Oh, boy, there you see Pastor Chavez.
There's something going on there. Jeff Gordon, the horse, was in the accident. The only car. Oh, look at them all getting together up there.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, this is just what you love to see at a track like
Oh, back there was the problem. Hang on a second.
Oh, buddy.
We had something in the back there. That is the Nihilist Arby's cart.
Morris Mayfield and Reverend Pastor Chavez got together.
Oh, there it is. Yep, Reverend Pastor Chavez. Morris Mayfield. Harry Gunn, even though he finished 10th, was involved in that wreck.
That's unbelievable.
And Giacomo also made contact. That's the problem. Morris Mayfield maybe got loose. Yeah, the Butterfield diplane car got into him. Pushed him down the racetrack into... We're going to watch this one more time. You can see, look at, the 87 is going to get right underneath that rear bumper of the 00. It's going to force him down the racetrack into the KISS car, and it's going to spin those 4 cars out.
And, of course, we have the score sheet from the official infield fight between Morris Mayfield and Reverend Pastor Chavez that quickly broke out after this. The judges scored it 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 for the winner by split decision, Morris Mayfield.
And we're going to see what happened here. This is what happened elsewhere, because we saw Cotton Stuff Body get spun out. I think what's going to happen here is Jeff Gordon, the horse, is going to... We're going to watch this. He's going to get in... I think he's going to get into number 90 car. No, number 90 car. It was the number 90 car causing that problem.
That was 2. That was Paul Walker.
I think there's going to be Paul Walker making some contact with the number 8 as well. What I think is, if you're going to see right here, watch that number 90 car as we got this pause right now. The number 90 car...
It was Poots!
that Jimmy Poots is going to make some contact with Cotton Stuff Body. It's going to force Jeff Gordon, the horse, to go get a little scared, kick back, make contact with Paul Walker with his hind legs, and then head down the track and into the wall, I think, because he was out for an accident. Yeah, they're going to see that. Yeah, it makes contact with Jimmy Poots. Oh, good God, that's a heck of a lick. We completely missed that one.
I want to see this again.
I'm going to watch it again.
Oh!
So it sends Jeff Gordon, the horse. He made contact with the 90. Boom! Oh, good God.
That's a protected concrete wall, the best kind of concrete here.
Woe indeed for the horse. I think we need to go on. We may need to go on board with the horse for this one.
It's like you wrapped him. It's like the horse wrapped him snuck around the goddamn telephone pole. Show it again. Show it again.
It's almost like a horse was driving. By the way, I wanted to see.
Hey, go back there and clip that. That shit's great. That right there's going in the season highlights right there.
I don't know if you can see. I hope people can see that there is a horse head in that car. We're gonna break some fourth wall a little bit. I hope you can see it. I can't tell if you can. I really hope you can see it.
My God, yes, show it again.
Do it.
We want to get. I want to see if we can actually see the fact that the. Okay, so number 10. You really can't see it, but okay.
Right there from the left side, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's got to be from another car's point of view. But anyway, we're going to go on board with Jeff Gordon, the horse, for this wreck. If you're squeamish, you may want to look away. Boom, he's just pinballing. Oh, good God.
Oh,
God.
Good Lord.
That's a compound fracture.
He's gonna be the $600 horse here in a second.
That is a heck of a.
Oh.
That is a heck of a lick, and not no salt lick.
But then again, this is Diddler Cup here.
Golly, this race went from 0 to 100 quicker than you could say Barbaro.
And we're going to see it one more time so you can see. Jimmy Poots gets in right there. Jimmy Poots gets into that number 17 Cotton Stuff Body, forces Jeff Gordon, the horse, to go high, make a little bit of contact with Paul Walker, and then as Poots forces him into the wall and heads him down the track. Oh, God. Oh, God. That is a heck of a lick.
That is nasty.
That is
That is filthy. That is a filthy hit there.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we may be talking anesthesia here.
I love that movie.
They're gonna have to put him in a coma or in the bathtub.
Oh no, you're thinking of Fantasia.
Oh, okay. Now she won that American Idol thing.
Oh my goodness, yeah, no. Oh no, I only recognize two winners. And it's Ruben Studdard and Bo Bice because they're from Bama.
Fair enough. Well, that is the race tonight. Boys, I think we had a heck of a race.
Hey, you guys want to stick around for the beach party with some sharks? Yeah!
I mean, I don't know why I don't want to. We got the Kiss guys.
We're going to have some bathtub gin!
Oh, my God. I guess that might be happening.
Bush Hogan versus Flair. Get your asses in there. We're going Shark Week, and we're going to party with some sharks.
All right,
this one's for you on the rest, you ruggers.
The second that we go off the air, we're going to go ahead and host that. I'm going to tell you, we're going to keep an eye on when we're going to be streaming again.
Get that set up there. Get the beach party. Get the bathtub. Go. Woo.
All right, the next race is going to be Guys All-American Bar and Grand Prix as we head to Flavortown, USA and the Flavortown Expressway. It's going to be a road course. Guys All-American Bar and Grand Prix coming up. Next time we have Diddler Cup racing for you. It's going to be a big one. Thank you to Beaumont Jenkins, who's going to be hosting the after party. I think one of the special guests is going to be, in fact, that Kiss impersonator, for better or for worse. And I'll be there. Latin Lloyd will be there. We'll be watching for Shark Week. thanks to Shart Week, thanks to Reshart, and of
Thanks
course
to
thanks to all our
Beepus.
sponsors, Beepus as well, and of course thanks to the band Kiss,
Unknown
the
Auto
greatest
Parts.
band in the world.
The official cover band of Kiss.
What was that one?
Yeah, Kiss, the greatest band in the world, is actually just the full name of a Kiss cover band that we hired in from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. This has been the Kiss Presents I Wanna Rock and Roll 400 All Night and Pit Party Every Day, presented by Kiss. We'll see you in Flavortown next time for our 10th race of the season. It's the Guys All-American Bar and Grand Prix coming up. El Matador Toto Rosanna is your winner. For Beaumont Jenkins, Latin and Lloyd Shivers, I'm Chip Chapman, and good night. It's been a goddamn auto race.
More gin!